The Minnesota Vikings are on the primetime stage in Seattle tonight with a chance to either solidify their playoff hopes or make things more difficult down the stretch. If the season ended today, the 7-5 Seahawks and 6-5-1 Vikings would be in the playoffs as the two wild cards in the NFC. Three other 6-7 teams are directly behind them, which means that the winner of tonight's game would have a 2-game lead for one of the wild cards with 3 games to play, while the loser is in more tenuous position.
For folks on this week, it's going to be playoff environment. Obviously, it gets very loud there, and it's almost a must-win for us, and that's kind of how I'm approaching it. Hopefully, that's how we're all approaching it. We go out there and we got to get a win.
And no secret, we just got to go oppose our will, and that's about running the football. Everybody know when you want to run the football, you got to oppose your will on them early, and that's what we're going to go do, oppose our will on them.
Well, we'll see if they actually do that in about 45 minutes, and we'll, of course, have highlights tonight at 10 o'clock. South Dakota State's football team is heading back to the FCS semifinals this Friday thanks to the linebacker who brings the boom in the middle of their defense. Sioux Center alum Christian Roseboom has become an All-American in Brookings, and now he's our Carl Stephen Appliance Athlete of the Week. He's the man in the middle of everything at South Dakota State. In many ways, Christian Roseboom's used to that, growing up in a football family where everyone went to Northwestern, with his dad and brother playing for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, well, I definitely got beat up a little bit when I was little. My brothers, I got 2 older brothers. They never took it easy on me, which I thank them for that.
Christian was handing out the punishment during his prep career at Sioux Center, leading the Warriors to the state title game in 2014 and getting a scholarship at SDSU. During his redshirt season, Roseboom was challenged to become middle linebacker by his position coach, Jimmy Rogers.
He believed in me when honestly, I didn't believe in myself. He told me I was going to play middle linebacker, and I was about 205 pounds, and I was like, all right, well, we'll go for it. The guys around me, that was huge. They pushed me. My freshman year, they helped me out a ton.
And Christian repaid his confidence.
South Dakota State once again has slammed the door defensively. Christian Roseboom.
Starting every game the last 3 years while leading the Jacks each season in tackles and becoming an All-American. Much like Taryn Christian on offense, Roseboom is the quarterback of the defense.
What he really means to the defense, he's so much like Taryn in terms of a stable, even keel, great leader, leads by example, and once in a while he will say something that needs to be said.
Won't settle for anything less than being at the top of his game.
Just playing my game, proving myself every practice, every game.
Roseboom and the Jacks play at Fargo against NDSU on Friday night at 7 o'clock. And breaking news right now is that the NDSU head coach Chris Kleiman apparently has accepted the job at Kansas State, so it's unclear if he'll actually be coaching the Bison come Friday. We'll have more on that at 10. Well, current Jackrabbit football players weren't the only ones who had a good weekend, as several of their alums made a big mark on Week 14 in the NFL. Britain's Dallas Goddard and his Eagles in Dallas taking on the team he was actually named after, the Cowboys. Into the first half, Brett Maher, the son of Sioux Falls School Superintendent Brian Maher, he drills a 62-yard field goal. That was one off the NFL record. Fourth quarter, Eagles down 7 when Carson Wentz, the NDSU alum, hits Goddard, the SDSU alum, for a 3-yard score. Dallas had 4 catches for 44 yards, but the other Dallas would win in overtime, 29-23. Zach Zenner and the Detroit Lions were paying Arizona a visit in the fourth quarter. Zenner in for a 1-yard touchdown run. He actually led them with 12 carries for 54 yards as Detroit picked up the victory 17-3. Of course, we'll have those Monday Night Football highlights coming up tonight at 10. Also, the Sioux Falls Skyforce have a home game that'll be tipping off in a few minutes. We'll get you those highlights as well. We're back in 1 moment.